one you can go. This is the volume up button. As you can see, it is a repeating button, which means that when you press and hold this button, it will continue to issue commands until you release it. If you tap on the type row, you can see the other button types available. Normal buttons work like repeating buttons, except that they do not repeat if you hold them down. Macro buttons execute a series of actions one at a time, and toggle buttons cycle through a list of actions one at a time, such as when creating a dual-purpose play-pause button. You can assign shortcuts to buttons in your activity layouts. On iOS devices, shortcuts can use multi-touch gestures or the accelerometer. Within the browser application and on smartphones with hard keyboards, you can assign keyboard shortcuts. Notice how the assigned shortcuts display the button name next to the assignment for reference. For example, the down arrow is volume down and the up arrow is volume up. When you're finished editing your button details, tap Save. Tap on the plus icon to add a new button. Choose your new button action in the same way that you selected macro actions before. When you tap Save, your new button appears in the upper left corner of the layout. It's pre-selected, so these other icons or options are available. Drag your new button into place. If you drag a button off the bottom of the screen, the layout will expand to give it room. As you make changes to your layout, you can use the Undo button to reverse these changes. This is Undo. Redo restores your changes. The Trash button deletes the currently selected control. During next week's training, we will go into more detail on activity customization. Since we first introduced the television program guide last fall, it has been one of our most popular features. Setting it up requires two steps, both of which are done on a client-controller basis. That is, each person in the house can have a slightly different EPG setup with different favorite channels and so forth. In the second step of the activity creation, the first step is to choose an activity for your EPG. When you tap on a row in the EPG, RedEye will launch this activity if it's not running already, and then change channels automatically for you. This can be helpful if you want to see what's on TV while you're finishing up a movie. To select the guide activity, go to the RedEye Setup screen and scroll down to the Guide Activity section. And this can be set on a per room basis, so you can have different guide activities for different rooms. Tap to select